We're back. Time for another edition of the Carolina Insider. Jones and Adam here with you. It's Thursday. That means I hop in the back seat. Adam grabs the wheel. It's time for the Social Drive, presented by Reed's Jewelers. We travel around social media, find some cool Tar Heel topics, and as we often do this time of year, we're going to start in the NFL. And there were some exciting moments for some past Tar Heels in the NFL this weekend. Adam, that includes Dyami Brown. I was surprised to see this. These touchdown catches you're about to see from Dyami, first two career touchdown catches in the NFL, and man, they were impressive ones for the former Tar Heel.
This first one, just when I think of a Dyami Brown touchdown, this is the kind of play I think about, where you just throw it down the field, Dyami runs by the other guy who grasps futilely at the air, and he strolls into the end zone. That's what Dyami Brown does. But he wasn't content to do that. He wants to come back and make an even higher degree of difficulty catch in the corner of the end zone. Great day for Dyami, who has had some ups and downs with Washington, but a big up on Sunday as he had a great game.
Yeah, so congratulations to him, his first two career NFL touchdowns. There have been some more touchdowns in Michael Carter's career as a New York Jet, but he added some more this past weekend. Jets are playing well. They beat Miami this past weekend, and you're going to see Michael slither his way into the end zone here. This was his second of two touchdowns on the day. The Waddle celebration, Jalen Waddles made it popular. Michael maybe reminding Jalen that it was the Jets that won that game. There's Adam waddling a little bit too. So congratulations, Michael. He continues to play very well. And as we said, Jets having a good season. And you can always count on Michael Carter to have a good attitude, win or lose. But especially after a big win, he hopped on social media to let everybody know about it.
Just win. They just win again. Back to back. Last week and this week. 40-17. There you go.
Michael Carter. Always being Michael Carter.
Are the Jets kind of good?
They are kind of good. They're a fun team to watch. 40-17, the final this past weekend. I believe 3-2 now through 5 games. So congratulations to Michael and the Jets, as they've had a very strong start to the season. A frustrating game this past weekend for another Tar Heel. That's Arthur Smith, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. His team has been right there in the mix. This video we're about to show you is from 2 weeks ago, where the Falcons ended up salting away a victory over the Browns by keeping the ball on the ground. NFL Films had Coach Smith mic'd up for this game, and he made it pretty clear what he wanted his team to do in those final few drives.
Guys, here's what we're doing. We're going to run the piss out of this football. Hey, I got you. We're getting ready to run the piss out of football. Trying to get something going. I got you.
They're just going to run the ball. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to run the ball.
That's what I feel like Arthur Smith is saying on the sideline, even when he's not. Guys, we are going to achieve ground yardage in the upcoming plays of this football game.
Arthur Smith's done a good job with Atlanta. That was a tough job that he took over, and he's getting that franchise better. So congratulations to him. I know they were, again, frustrated this past week with a controversial call against the Bucs, but Falcons seem to be moving in the right direction.
Former podcast.
Yeah, former podcast, Arthur Smith. All right, let's check in on the basketball side of things. Some NBA season right on the cusp of that somehow. It feels like the previous one just ended, but they've been going through some preseason games. And Adam, that includes Justin Jackson now with the Boston Celtics, and Justin getting it done on the defensive side.
Oh, this was a satisfying play because not only is Justin Jackson getting the chase down block, but who is that who thinks he's got an easy basket? Oh, it's Mark Williams. Look, Mark Williams is very upset about the lack of a call, just as he was upset that Caleb Love shot a 3 right in his face. It's been a frustrating 6 months for Mark Williams when it comes to facing the Tar Heels. We're sorry that happened again. Really, we're not. Nice block, Justin Jackson.
All right, that wasn't good for the Hornets, but here is some good news for the Hornets. Some former Tar Heels getting in the mix around that franchise. Of course, there are a ton of Tar Heels involved with the Charlotte franchise. That includes Marvin Williams, a terrific player for the Hornets for so long, national champion here at Carolina as well. done playing, but he's going to work with the basketball operations department with the Hornets. There's Sean Mayhide in the background of that picture as well, so congratulations to Marvin. But Adam, he's not the only former Tar Heel getting involved with the Hornets.
Also, George Lynch,
Yeah.
yet another former pod guest. George Lynch has really done a little bit of everything that you need someone to do with a basketball team, and now he's on the broadcast team. Dell Curry's going to shoot it. George Lynch is going to get the rebound if Dell misses. The Hornets have got the whole thing covered. He'll be great. He'll provide great analysis for the Hornets. He is another guy who was on the pod and did a great job telling us some stories about '93 Tar Heel champions.
Ashley will run point. Eric Collins will get everybody hype up on the sideline. Great broadcast team there for the Hornets on the TV side of things. So
That's how Jones puts together the Tar Heel Sports Network broadcast team, too.
That's right. Adam's my hype man. So congratulations to George. Looking forward to seeing him as the Hornets move through the year. Adam, couple of funny photos here. We'll start with George Karl. He's a bit of a loose cannon every now and then on Twitter, but a great photo here from Coach Karl saying that, quote, Sam Perkins says I look like a Beastie Boy. And I can kind of see it there. Thank you to @SonicSquatch for putting him in there.
Everything about this makes sense. Like that George Karl would be wearing this and think nothing of it. That Sam Perkins would say, Coach, you look like a Beastie Boy. And that he would, in fact, fit in so well with the real Beastie Boys. Like, if you had to identify the one interloper in that picture, I don't think it's George Karl.
No, yeah. Good work there from Coach Karl. Glad to see he is doing well. He is going to bring the Sonics back to Seattle, guys. You just know that is on the top of his list. Adam, what a terrific photo this was that popped up on social media this past week. 3 former pod guests. I think, haven't we? We've shown the 86 photo before. That's Scott Williams, Jeff Denny, Pete Chilcutt on the top in 1986. Those 3 former Tar Heels back together and recreating the photo in 2022. I particularly appreciate our guy Pete Chilcutt selling the photo in 2022.
And we've talked about
And by the way, he is like, hey guys, check out my tricep a little bit.
I married a dance team member, not sure if you know. We've talked about this photo with one of these 3. All 3 of these gentlemen have been on the pod.
Yeah.
I think it was Pete Chilcutt.
I think so.
And we asked
That's
him
a great photo.
exactly what was happening in the original 86 version, and clearly that brought it to mind, and he was like, guys, we should do it again.
Yeah.
And of course, they were all in and did a great job.
Good work there from Scott, Jeff, and Pete. That's a good one. 2 more things before we get out of here. Adam, this one kind of tangentially connected to the Tar Heels because our guy, Jeff Saturday, sent this tweet out where he had seen this video. And you may have seen this. So Seattle, the Mariners won their wild card round to move on in the Major League Baseball playoffs. You see the original tweet there saying, my dad drives for Toyota of Seattle and works with these guys in the service center and caught this on camera after the Mariners finished the comeback. Jeff Saturday saw it and loved it. And if Jeff loves it, we love it. And this is a great video. Let's take a look. Of course, a Mariners fan. That's the man. Here comes the big fella. He's excited. Open up that circle of dancing. Everybody's going to get together and have a good time. Celebrate the Mariners win. That is a funny video and a good one and always great. Had a great time with Jeff as well. Of course, he was with us for a handful of broadcasts here on the football season so far and had a great time working with him. Adam, we're going to finish up where we often like to finish. And that's Buc-ee's. A couple pod listeners, Dave Drake, Andy Bagwell were taking family trips together. Their families were traveling, and they happened to stop by a Buc-ee's in Texas. And what a perfect time to get an Arms Crossed Series face photo.
It's not easy. Buc-ee's not always there. You might assume he just stands there 24 hours a day because Buc-ee's is 24 hours. He doesn't. You got to catch him at the exact right time. I think he knew Dave and Andy were coming and that they would have very impressive serious faces. Buc-ee put on his best serious face.
Best thing to do.
And that's the end result. They did a good job.
Good work, guys. Appreciate that and appreciate you being, well, yeah, look at that. What a way to end it. Just 5 bros hanging out right here, flexing their muscles. 8 o'clock Saturday, Carolina Duke. It's a big one coming up in Wallace Wade in Durham. We'll be on the air at 7 p.m. You better listen and you better cheer on the Heels or Pete Chilcutt, Scott Williams, and Jeff Denny are going to come get you. Thanks for joining us here on the Carolina Insider.